We've been visiting with Christina Breen. Hal, thank you so much for joining us again from State Farm. And I want to remind our listeners that you can go to the Property Source website, propertysourceradio.com, and click on the blog to get the information on how to contact Christina. If you have a question you didn't get a chance to call on the show, you'll be there to answer the phones, won't you?
Absolutely.
And we can give out your number, 225-8400 is your office number, correct?
Correct.
So if anyone had a call with these questions that we've been asking, and of course, our best material when we're on break, as always, we just started chit-chatting.
Yeah.
And I have to say this right out of the gate. You just said that your credit can affect the rate you're going to pay for insurance?
Anything you do as a consumer affects your insurance rates. It affects your credit card rates. It affects your mortgage rate. It affects everything.
That's news to me. I just learned that on our break, and I'm shocked.
It's a true story.
I mean, I just...
How do I look?
You look good today.
Frightened?
You look frightened.
Frightened.
Well, Christina enlightened me today. She's actually going to enlighten us on a lot of things because we've got tons of questions. But I was shocked at the FICO score relating to my insurance rates if I have bad credit. But my question is my home. I don't have bad credit. I have good credit, and I have a home, and I want to know if I have the correct coverage. In other words, I don't want to be paying too much or overinsured. How do I determine that?
Well, you know what? At State Farm in my office, we spend about an hour with the client, and we make sure that they have the exact coverage that they need.
Okay.
We go through many questions. When was the house built? What is the square footage? Do you have any porches, patios, or decks? All of this is a factor that goes into what the replacement cost is going to be.
Okay. So it's replacement cost because I know my insurance coverage is about $100,000 more than my house I can sell it for today. And that would be because...
Is that normal, or is that just because he's abnormal?
Yeah. Is that because I'm getting robbed?
Not at all. Your insurance to value is different than market value. And it's different than appraisal value. You can take the exact same house, 2,000 square foot house, put it in Greece, put it in Pittsford, put it in Macedon. You're going to get 3 different market values, 3 different appraisal values. But guess what? You're still going to be replacing that same house. It burns down to the ground. That 2,000 square foot home needs to be replaced. You need to get back into your home as quick as possible. And that's what a State Farm homeowner's policy does for you.
Okay. Good to know that. I like it. You learning stuff here today, Brenna?
I am.
Brenna Hartman, the Fixie Chick's learning stuff just like Pat Coyne.
Yay. It's all good.
On Property Source Radio. I like it. Christina, do you have a question for Christina, or do you want me to go on?
Go on, but I do have a question.
I think I'm on a high today. This is great.
You're
Wonderful.
all fired up
I know.
about hanging with the Fixie Chicks
I know that too. And Christina.
out in Manchester. I've never even been to Manchester.
Oh, it's
You want
enlightening.
to come to Manchester and slap on a magenta belt,
Yeah,
Christina?
and a pink hard hat. I
Fixie
have
chick it
I have a
today.
third one. I have an
Sure.
extra one in my car. So you're going to be a Fixie Chick today too.
Is that the one you were wearing when I texted you the other night?
Yeah. Oh, I love the props. All right. If I have a fire or a burglary, let's say I have a burglary, and do I have to prove that I've got 80 grand worth of jewelry in my safe that was stolen? I mean, how do I know? How do you know that I had, stuff that was stolen? How do you know I didn't have a 660-inch TVs in my bedroom, and they're all gone now?
With State Farm, we actually trust our clients. We believe them.
Oh, jeez, that's something new.
Like a good neighbor.
Like a good neighbor.
I tell you, if you go to breen-hale.com, you can go to find a home inventory checklist, and you can take pictures, write down exactly what the item is, what it cost you, when you purchased it, if it was a gift, and that's the best proof that you're going to have to give your insurance agent in the event of a claim.
Okay. Otherwise, it's based on trust, which is really cool to hear. I like that. And in a serious way. I'm not joking this time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Taking pictures is always your best documentation.
Okay. That's
Keep
good to
it
know.
in a fireproof box because you can document all day long, but if it's not in the right place, it's going to burn down with the house.
Oh, yeah.
You could even probably keep it at your office, somewhere separate from the home. And the worst thing is having a fire. Anyone that has experienced a fire is just a horrible, horrible experience. You're out of your home. It's inconvenient. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning. You've been woken up by the sound of the smoke alarm. It's just a horrible thing. But the best part is calling me, your State Farm agent,
In the middle of the night.
Absolutely.
No way.
It's the best part of your worst day is calling me at 225-8400.
See how that
No
goes?
way. You'd answer the phone at that hour? I wait till business hours. I wouldn't be that rude and call you at that time.
No,
You know what? I have a
that's what
great
you
team that
advertise.
answers the phone 24 hours a day.
I love that. That is something
is
very unique. I'm glad you shared that with us today.
Yeah.
222-6397 is our number here. We're Property Source Radio. I'm Brenna Hartman, the Fixie Chick. When we get back, I want to ask you, Christina, I had a burglar alarm installed recently, and I want to know how that's going to affect my insurance rates.
We'll talk about it.
We'll be right back.